Hi everyone, this is AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing another VOD review. This is actually for Didi. Didi is a brand new member to my community and is really lovely. They are currently in Silver 1 and they are PS4 and they've said that they need help with movement. So if you are around that kind of like silver to gold like level and you feel as though you're really struggling with your movement at the moment, or you just want to watch a VOD review, by all means stick around, come and watch this, and hopefully you might be able to pick up a few tips for yourself as well. We had the Atlantic All-Star skin on, probably one of my favourites by the way. I really love this skin. I think it also is like one of the few ones that looks really good with the golden gun. But yeah, if you guys want your own VOD reviews and also I guess like a little skin review as well, obviously you guys can redeem your own ones. They're for 5,000 channel points. I do them on my Twitch on Mondays, but I also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays too. The channel points you earn completely for free by just watching the streams. Just save up the 5k and then redeem on Monday when I do the VODs. Yeah, so I guess I'll get straight into the game. Now, we don't really have a very good Mercy comp here. The reason is because we have Reaper, Doom, and then like a Widow and Life Weaver. The only thing that you can like, you know, like, you end up having your main melee target your Widow, which is okay, but like there are a lot. Okay, there are a lot better people that we can damage boost. You know, like just in general, rather than obviously, you know, helping this Widow. But obviously if we do play Mercy, we only play Mercy, then of course really great. Okay, so first thing is obviously we have just been hit by this javelin. Okay, we want to position ourselves about here-ish when we're attacking, because then it means we have the option to go in and go and help our Doom if we need to, but then we're also going to be playing back here to like play with the Widow and stuff, so we have our two options here. So yeah, I was also fed up Mercy in this match, so prepare your eyes. Okay, I'm preparing. See, Widow shoots into a deflecting Genji, or someone does. Okay, nice. So as your Widow's respawning, unfortunately there's nothing really you can do, because obviously your Doom's like playing a little cover. So definitely you just want to get back away and just prepare yourself to play with this Widow. Nice heals onto Reaper. Instead of just doing a little super jump up here, try to do this as a backwards GA or like a directional one to get out. Because what ends up happening is you end up kind of super jumping up here, which is going to make you like really vulnerable to these guys, okay? Because obviously they're like, you end up just super jumping up into these guys. Literally just like help your Doom here, and then as you're kind of like coming out, you could definitely flick the damage boost onto him as you're kind of like backing out here, okay? But we keep going. Nice peels onto Widow. The only issue right now is we don't need to back out so much here, okay? We're not being pressurized. Our team is still holding really well. So what we can do is, so you end up kind of like rotating around here. This is completely fine. Help out your Widow and then just literally like use a wall bounce or something with your beam to get back, like to, you know, help your team or something. You definitely don't need to be backing off as much as you can, as much as you are. Remember, as Mercy, your abilities work so much better if you're up close with people. I know we're a bit too up close, specifically to the enemies, okay? So it's kind of like gone from the extreme of like being very far away to being really in here, okay? What I would have done here is, let me quickly rewind it. So obviously, so we're here, obviously this is completely fine, like gonna go and help Reaper, and then you obviously going to go and help Doom a bit as well, which is completely fine. Okay, so we talked about this rotation. I would have literally just done a GA cancel, or like just, you know, flicking about and stuff like that basically. Okay, cancel your J here. Like, just literally J yourself to here and then cancel. Because what's going to happen is your Doom is going to, like, obviously punch in and just, you know, do his, like, little bits and pieces, do whatever Dooms do, basically. Like, literally, I've just done a VOD, by the way, with a ball, okay? Ball and Doom work kind of the same, where essentially you don't want to, you don't want to be going in to, like, be aggressive kind of thing. Like, you know, like, you can essentially just let him kind of do his thing and like go into the back line and stuff, and then wait for him to come back to come and help, okay? So in this scenario, we essentially just want to kind of peel back, and then you could just sit here and either damage with your Life Weaver or wait for your Widow to come through and stuff like that, because you end up kind of like just jailing yourself into them, and it feels like you panic a bit, and you're like, oh my word. We end up kind of messing with the movement, it's fine, because we kind of like get to where we want to, which is quite nice. Please help Reaper. Nice, like obviously just letting your J call, like, you know, leave those just so you can help your Reaper out. Really nice priority by you. I like that. Just when you've done this, obviously you have to be aware of the Orisa. You can now play a little game of like ring around roses with her. Keep your blue beam on the Reaper and just walk around like this, because what's gonna happen is she's gonna like start rotating around to try and like get to these guys and stuff. So you rotate around this way and you just sit here with a blue beam onto your Reaper to like clear up clear up the Orisa, because we could have been there to, you know, help damage boost. And then if we were here to help damage boost, we would have also been able to put the beam onto our Doom at this point as well, okay? Obviously, let Doom, you know, get the thingy. Nice. Ooh, okay. Don't like this rotation because we're jaying ourselves out into these arches. On this map, we do get a lot of hit scans. It's quite lucky that obviously the enemy team don't have any hit scans right now. But especially just in general, you will find a lot of hit scans play this map because they like to play up onto these high grounds, play up on this bridge, play where the torb is right now, okay? You basically want to play like with these pillars and then just GA across like this, okay? Because like you jaying yourself out into one of these open bits is just gonna put you at risk. So I like how, you know, you do end up kind of correcting yourself and putting yourself back basically. But just once again, be a little bit more wary. Nice. Literally, I would just stick it out and just try and damage boost your Widow here. The reason is because, right, you have to think to yourself, okay, who is my best blue beam target right now? Obviously, Doomfist is in the backline, so let him do his thing. Reaper is playing extremely long distance. So is he going to have any effects on these guys? No. We have Lifeweaver. Okay, but he's a bit out of my range right now because I kind of want to sit here. Okay, that's fine. Wait for him to come into your LOS and you could maybe start doing him. But right now, it's actually so much better if you just keep your blue beam on your Widow right now. Keep it on your Widow. It allows your Widow to charge up shots a bit quicker and might be able to pick off someone on this high ground. Needs to work on damage priority. I feel as though if you work on your damage priority and knowing who you want to damage boost, it actually just helps with your movement quite a bit. Because you'll kind of like know like where you want to be. Let your Reaper flank. Don't like put the blue beam onto him. Okay, it's fine you having to push the cart here. This is completely fine. But as you're doing so, try to crouch down and keep your blue beam on the Widow like this. So you kind of like want to be down here, and then as soon as you see that contest is like thing on your screen, you get out there. You're like, ha, see you later, and then you just like GA yourself out to here and like play with your Widow, okay? Or like, you know, GA yourself up to like the Reaper or something like that. Your best bet is obviously, you know, to go back to the Widow, especially because you're still gonna like blue beam in her and stuff like that. Because it allows you to still get that extra cart process, especially because it's push. Push, obviously, the cart process means a lot. And then also it means that you're not going to get picked off by this Orisa. Okay, but we'll keep going. Nice use of cover. Remember where your Widow is? Ooh, okay. So, in this scenario, I would just GA myself back out to the Widow. Because your Widow's just here. You could just GA yourself out here. It also means that Orisa's going to walk onto her because obviously you could see like where she was. You literally just play back with your Widow, try to peel for her. And then if Widow dies, then obviously you'll then look for your rotation. But you GA yourself like through like you did up here and then up here is what's it called? You're GAing into 5 here basically, which you don't want to do. I panic. Like literally take a deep breath and think to yourself, okay, where's going to be my best bet right now? It's in the contested screen. Okay, cool. There's a Widow right here that's going to get rolled. Rotate and help her. Okay? So just, you know, be a little bit more cautious where you go. Nice how you go for the health pack, though, to get the instant health back, which is really nice. It is not your job to get the turret. Turret is not your responsibility. It is your team's responsibility. So literally leave that for someone else to do. Because this is how you end up dying. Okay, let's quickly rewind it. So we made this, obviously we made the option to go up, which I'll talk about in a second a little bit more. So we talked obviously about this. Talked about this. Okay, I like how you go for the health pack here. This is really, really smart by you. Okay. All you need to do here is drop with your Reaper and come down here. The team was not shooting them. It doesn't matter, right? Unless if it's extremely out in the open map and your team are playing out in the open, it is never ever your responsibility to go for this turret. Unless if like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like an opportunity, like in general, anyways. Like 99% of the time, this turret is not your priority, and you can use your movements and your positioning to actually make sure that you don't end up getting caught out by it. So, Reaper's gonna go in and start, you know, contesting people at close range. This is now our damage boost target because obviously we lost Widow. Doomfist is currently backed off, and Lifeweaver's doing his own little thing. Okay, so we drop down with Reaper here, and we play down here. So let me keep forward it. So I'm down here. And I'm playing around here. Oh, okay, Reaper's kind of like come off. Okay, cool. We can then, because obviously we haven't used RGA, remember, because we've just dropped down. As soon as we see Reaper start rotate, we can then rotate back around here. And like play like back here. Like G yourself to here. Because then once again, we're out of LOS of this turret. So we're never ever in LOS that turret. We're always like out here. But can you see how we could still be really effective and help our Reaper here? It might also be as well if that Reaper received his blue beam and was chunking out these guys, he could have maybe stayed. But obviously we're looking at like how it's kind of unfolded, and obviously he ends up backing off. So I would literally just drop down from this high ground and then use my GA to wrap around to stay with him and leave your life weaver to do his little life weavery things. So we do end up kind of getting picked off, which is unfortunate. Life weaver's probably gonna get, oh, he got booped away. Never mind. Oh wait, Bruce can go after him. Who's gonna win? Oh no, Life Weaver got dashed. He's gonna get out. I was like, gonna like, what's it called? I was gonna watch the little like 1v1 of them guys, see who would maybe win it. But anyways, obviously they've took the robot. I'm hoping your team will realize at some point, because they're still trying to play with the Life Weaver and maybe use tree. You know what? It's fine. Okay. We need to basically go and help our Widow in a sec. Oh, okay. Bit of a bad cancel GA. We should have just allowed that GA to kind of like play entirely out just to about here and then cancelled it. I feel as though this might have been like a bit of a misclick or something. But that's how we managed to get to your Widow in the end. Nice flicker for the damage boost. Really nice. Nice. Oh. Okay. We got out. Awesome. Let's talk about this. Because we don't okay, we don't need to Valkyrie. So we're playing with Widow. This is completely fine. We're playing with her. We're now healing her up. Okay. And then obviously, so we need to essentially just help keep her up here, and also maybe help try to get your Reaper out in a second. It's just really unfortunate that the entirety of your team is still like fighting this backline and stuff like that. Okay. Now, if you want to Valk and get this Life Weaver, okay, awesome. But like I don't want to say this in like a horrible way or anything, but we do need to work on the aim a little bit if we do want to do that. Nice escape though, I will say. Like we used our cover really nice on this escape. I will say, like map knowledge is good. Like obviously we know how to like play our maps and stuff, which is really, really great. Because obviously, you know, we want to get out and everything. Really, really nice. I think Doom's just gonna die here, which is unfortunate. Just once again, do a cancel GA and play here, because then you'll have a 1.5 second cooldown, and then you can go and help your Doom if needed. Obviously play that really nicely. I would just play with Doom here. Nice. Whenever Doom goes in to do like them slams, like he'll do is either like punch or he'll do like a slam thing. I don't know. Like you know how he does obviously like a slam that he's just done obviously his punches. Try if you can whenever he's doing these abilities to flick the damage boost onto him, because if he's doing a short range one or like a mid range one, your beam will still be connected when he's doing these abilities, so you can still get the damage boost off and still be as like effective and stuff. Because at the moment he's still like really healthy, especially because whenever Doom does his abilities, like he does his like punch, he does his like slam, he gains shields, so he can be like really, really safe. He can essentially just oh sorry, no, it's not shields, it's over health. But anyways, it's like he gains extra health basically when he does stuff like that. So you can essentially just allow, like, you know, flick that damage boost on when he goes to do these abilities, because he will be safe, because he'll gain that extra, you know, health from it. But let's see what we end up doing. Ooh, okay. If you made yourself come up to here after you did that super jump, I would have been, yes, perfect, absolutely amazing. But no, we end up kind of flying into main, okay? This would have been perfect positioning up here, because right now your team, obviously before the arrest and everything, your team is still like around here basically, so obviously you can still like help them all main and everything. You can still play around here, and also when the arrest comes out, haha, look at me, Arista, I'm up here, like, you know, you can't get me. So honestly, it's like, it's completely fine if you're like playing up here basically, out of the way. Okay, remember, use super jump to position rather than positioning. Okay, what I mean by this is essentially use your super jumps to get up onto these very, very nice high grounds, rather than you just using them up like this, because then you go for another one because you feel like you're not safe enough, and then do it again, and that's how you end up getting pulled into this arrest roll. And you're probably going to end up dying because you don't have your GA. Yeah. So just use your GAs and your super jumps and stuff like that. Use that to position yourself. I'm going to be honest, your movement I don't think is the issue. You know Mercy's movement. I feel the only thing is just those tiny like mini like super jump spammings and stuff we're struggling with. It's your positioning, actually. Like I feel as though you know Mercy like quite well. it's positioned like this, right? Where it's like we're currently rotating into the enemy team, right? We just need to think to ourselves, okay, where's the danger right now? The danger is on the point, then we're going to be around there. Okay, cool. Adjust ourselves, you know, where we need to and stuff like that, okay? Nice how we back off, though. Really, really nice. We need to still keep helping our... Okay, are we going to go for a res? This isn't a res opportunity. Like, we need to keep helping our Doom. Keep helping our Reaper here. Let me quickly go back. Because I'm not gonna lie, if this Orisa turns around to you and just javelins you, or like, you know, everyone decides to focus you, which will happen when you get higher up and stuff like that, this isn't a res opportunity. Try to think when the safest opportunity is going to be. Okay, so obviously we talked about how we could have changed this positioning. We obviously, really nice how you play out the cover, really nice. Really nice. Okay, we still need to be helping Reaper here though. Because Reaper, if you stick the damage boost onto him, right, not only does he do obviously extra damage to the Orisa, but also he gets health steal, right? In case people are unaware, Reaper, when he shoots people, gets health, like a tiny bit of health back when he hits each shot. Now, you damage boosting that actually gives him more health. It's one of the few abilities that Mercy can damage boost, and people can get healed from it, okay? It's not a massive amount, like I think it's an extra like 2 or 3 HP, but still, it means that when Reaper's like this kind of like HP, just stick the damage boost onto him. Or even if it's like just under, like, you know when it shows up the critical when it's like half HP? If he is just under, still damage boost him. But yeah. Can we see how this res is a bit of an issue? Because we ended up just resing into them. And obviously Torb's now turned around, and Lifeweaver just didn't really care, by the way. He was like, oh yeah, bestie, you do that res. And just, you know, kind of like left you. But in reality, right, if this was a, you know, a higher rank and stuff like that, you would just get mowed down, okay? Stay with your Reaper, help work this Orisa down, because then Reaper can then go in aggressively, and then if you do have the time, you can then go and res Doomfist. Plus, also remember that Doomfist is one of the the most mobile characters in the game, so there isn't really an issue, like there isn't a rush to res him here, because he's got so many what's it called, so many movement abilities. Now, I loved how you knew where your escape route was to get away from this res. This is amazing. Like, this is really like good habit to get into. You know, to what's it called? To like know where your escape routes are to get away from certain like situations, stuff that are dangerous. Really, really nice. But then you ruined it by stopping here. Right? Like, remember, like, this is perfect. You using your Junkrat to get out, but then stop yourself. Stop yourself where it's going to be safe. Stop yourself here, or like, you know, if you want to J yourself all the way around to Reaper, you stay here for a second and let yourself, because if you do end up taking a lot of damage during like some of those reses and stuff like that, you can just give yourself a second to regen and then go back in, basically. Phase. So going back in to go and help Junk, which is completely fine. We need to be now damage boosting someone here. Okay, let's quickly rewind this, because I feel as though this wasn't so much movement again. It's like, it's your position. Okay, so we talked about this obviously being an LOS. I like how you push forward with Junk here to, you know, help with some of the spam and stuff like that. This is really great. And then I love how you leave him, because obviously it's better if you were to go in and go and help someone else here. This is really, really great, okay? I would go straight to trying to go to Doom, because obviously Doom was on Lifeweaver at the time, right? If Doom and you are both with, you know, trying to get rid of this Lifeweaver, he dies like instantly, okay? So I would definitely try to look to go for him, which is what you do. Awesome, right? And then you realize, oh, okay, the Lifeweaver's gone. Okay, who's our next best damage boost? Probably going to be Junkrat up until Reaper gets a bit closer, okay? So what I would do now is I would just cancel, like, you know, whatever GAs you're doing and stuff like that. Try to float yourself around to go and help your Junkrat and then start damage boosting. And just play around here. Because what you've been doing quite a few times now is you're doing these, like, little random super jumps, like, boing, boing. And it's the reason why I feel as though you're struggling right now. Because you're doing these like little like super jumps and stuff like up here, like dum 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 dum, and then it's wasting your GA cooldown. Okay, try to only use the super jumps if you desperately need to, as in like if you need it to get up onto a high ground, or you need it to, you know, like slingshot across and stuff like that. I'm a super jump addict. I need rehab. Honestly, like, my biggest piece of advice to people who are struggling with the super jumps is do not touch that crouch button. No, unless if like you want to be crouching on the ground, do not touch it. Because there is so much that you can do without using just the full vertical super jump. I would actually recommend just getting used to using the vertical, you know, like the the ones where like you jump and you can get up onto these high grounds and stuff, like you could just angle yourself, right? Literally, you use those angle J's instead, and just do not, what's it called? No, don't remove crouch. Don't like remove it entirely. But what I would say is definitely restrict yourself to when you're pressing that crouch button. Use that jump one a little bit more to reposition yourself better and have like better like guardian angels and stuff like that. Because what will happen is you'll find your gameplay is a lot smoother if you're forcing yourself just to, you know, use these and stuff like that. But yeah, don't like just do not touch that. Do not touch that button unless if you want to crouch on the ground or there's some kind of desperate reason you want to get vertically upright. Do not press it, okay, at all. So obviously nice heals. We do need to, as soon as you can though, G yourself into this Junkrat. So then you can, what's it called? You can then damage boost this Junkrat main and like help with that kind of damage. Quick thing with Junkrat tire, you can't damage boost it. I know a few people have this like weird myth that Junkrat's tire can be damage boosted. You can't do anything to Junkrat while he's in his tire mode. The only thing you can do is heal him. So a lot of the time I just leave them to do like their own little thing. See how I mean? How we can damage boost Doom in there, by the way, as well? That is one of the 1% times where it's okay to get the turret. Okay, that is like one of the 1% times. I was trying to think of a time where like it's okay for you to go for the turret. That's an okay time for you to go for the turret because obviously like it's really weak and you know you've got your team around you as well to help and stuff. Completely fine. Cannot do it with your Reaper there, which is unfortunate. Okay, let's quickly rewind it because I feel as though once again we're being a little bit too tunnel vision on this res, but we don't need to. Remember, like try to check that your surroundings are good before you go for this res, right? So, helping Reaper, this is completely fine. Oh, he dies. Okay, definitely my fault. Yeah. Okay. Look at this res. Look how many people are looking at it. You're gonna have Tori who's just gonna be yanked up here in a second, right? So he's gonna have him and the life weaver looking here. You've got Genji and you've got Brig down here. There is absolutely no way that you're going to get this res off unless your team push forward, basically. Okay? So, you see this Reaper obviously come off. I would also, by the way, use your super jump to get up into here. Oh no, my Reaper's gone. Okay, that's fine. We can play with our team here. We can still damage boost Junkrat. We can still play with Doom. And then if people clear these guys really, really quickly or if they back off a lot, then you can do what you did before, which is then go around this corner to go and res. So, yeah. Let's keep on going. Obviously, we do end up obviously GAing them into them and then doing all that, which we've talked about, stuff like that. We know that's wrong and everything. Well, what's it called? I'll just wait until you respawn, because obviously we went over that. But I think definitely just try to check your surroundings and know that the res is safe. Don't be like tunnel vision onto it, like, oh, because I need to res this person, okay? Res is kind of like a thing where it's like, if you can do it, you do it. But if you can't do it, then just leave it and be like, nah, okay, I'm not going for this res. But there's no desperate necessity for you to go and res there. But it's obviously the team are pushing it back. Nice. I love this. Can I just say, like, I see a lot of Mercies just go rushing in and be like, oh my gosh, Reaper, right? You have absolutely no movement abilities whatsoever to get to him. And I love how you just stay and you pull out this pistol. This is unironically the best case scenario for you here, and it's perfect. I love what you do. And then as soon as you get like your life weaver back and stuff like that, obviously you can then go and blue beam them. This is 100% the correct decision here. Really, really nice from you. And then as soon as you see Reaper, so you can see how you can see Reaper now, you can then go and J to him. Obviously he ends up what's called TP into you, which is actually a little bit better. Okay. So I don't mind the Valve, but I want to talk about it a little bit more, okay? So let me just quickly obviously. So I like this, how I'm gonna get the pistol out because obviously you can't really do it now. She's got no one of your team. So really, really nice from you. Right. Sit here for a second and heal up your Reaper. Because then what will happen is your Reaper can then like Wraith in and go in aggressive while your Doomfist is being aggressive. Then we can Valk, okay? So make sure that this Reaper is okay. Then he'll go in aggressive again, then Valks, and you can help this Doomfist for that. Because right now, once again, we're being very tunnel visioned onto the Doomfist. Nice use of cover though. Nice, really nice heal there. Same thing with this Torb turret, okay? This Torb turret you don't need to go for. You'll be so much more effective right now if you just use your Valk up here and you just damage boost these guys. Can I just say, I loved your Jing from cover to cover here. This was really, really great. It was 100%, like, it's probably like some of the best cover usage you've used so far. Really, really nice. And then I love how you go and peel back for your Reaper then. Really, really well played for you. However, just realize, okay, remember, this turret is not your responsibility. You can just stand up here, damage boost, and help out these guys a little bit more, okay? You see how we're in like a really bad spot there because our Valks end up ending as we're trying to get to it, and we've lost so much HP as well. Nice slingshot away. Really nice. Okay. Lovely slingshot away to obviously get yourself away from the Genji blade. Really, really nice, okay? Yeah, no, exactly. Put the pistol away. Like you don't need to be pistoling here. Like you essentially need to think to yourself, okay, who is going to be the best person to get rid of this Genji right now? Your Junkrat or like your Life Weaver, just trying to shoot him, right? Put a blue beam on them somehow so you can like, you know, help them. Lovely super jump escape though, can I just say? Really, really nice. Just be careful. Remember to listen out for people behind you. Like, I like how you came up here, but then once you've been able to rotate and stuff like that, you can like GA and then GA yourself up onto like this roof and stuff like that, so you create like a little bit like more, what's it called, like distance, or like better, you know, just away basically, because you don't end up getting caught out by this Life Weaver. It's what we end up doing, but we do end up doing it a bit too late, and then obviously we do end up getting caught out and stuff like that. So I think definitely I like this rotation up as the high ground. This is exactly what I want you to do more often, okay? Use your super jumps to get onto this high ground. Really, really nice here. Just obviously keep your ears listened out for these guys, and then as soon as you hear them, bam, rotate, okay? But really, really nice positioning there, using your super jump to get up, because I think that's the first time I've seen you do that, and it's really, really nice. I just quickly have a drink, you guys. I'm so sorry, because my voice is like slightly going. Which I've been dealing with a sore throat for the past like few days and stuff. So doing like VODs today is like currently hurting my throat a little bit. Obviously I mentioned about the Junkrat tire, how it doesn't do anything, so I'd actually be like looking to go and help your Reaper right now. Same with, obviously with the damage boost again. Same thing with the super jump spam. Okay, we can just play up on these like coffee carts. We have like nice little bits of like cover and stuff like that that we can use. Try to use them instead of just spamming our super jump. Nice peel, obviously, to go and help in. Damage boost here. Okay, this is fine for you to pistol here, but remember we also do have the Junkrat here to help with that, okay? Whenever the Orisa's not using the spinning javelin, you want to try and damage boost someone. And then when she's using the spinning javelin, obviously she could be attacked from the back. So Junkrat's here, so you could definitely like maybe damage boost the Junkrat, but it's completely fine for you to get out your pistol here because you know where she is. But damage boost Junkrat here. Junkrat's going to do so much more damage at this very moment in time. Nice peel, obviously, back for him and stuff. But remember, Junkrat's going to do so much more damage than what you are right now. So I think stay damage boosting him. Okay? When Doom uses his block, he can't do anything, so try to just damage boost Junkrat there instead. Same thing again with the positioning. Really, really nice peel here. Okay. I loved this angelic descent that you did down here whilst helping your junk, but then like as you you end up kind of like GAing yourself out to here again, right? Literally, once again, like just cancel your GA and like hover around here and try and help your Junkrat from around here, okay? And then you can also like flick around here to maybe like help these guys and stuff, because if I feel as though you kind of like messed it up by GAing yourself in like as much as you did. But other than that, like really, really good peel for your Junkrat. We end up obviously on the high, which is completely fine. It would be so much safer for you here if you just GA'd like down here. I liked your GA up onto this bridge, do not get me wrong. Like obviously, you know, to give yourself like a slight break. But I think at the first opportunities that I would back out a little bit sooner than what you did so you can start damage boosting. And then just play down here. Because you don't like, you know this brig's gonna be up here, so you don't want to be up here. So definitely just play like down here. We Val, because I feel as though we kind of like lose sight. Oh, go on. Go on. Oh, okay. I feel as though we end up Valking because I feel as though we lose sight on the fight. I think definitely give yourself a breather and think to yourself, okay, do I need to Valk here? It's because we go for this brig, right? If we just play down here and allow someone else to get it, or like use our movement to get away from the brig, I feel as though Valk is needed, but I feel as though we just use it reactively because it's what's it called? I feel as though we use it reactively because we feel like we need it when we don't, okay? Nice damage boost though. Okay, don't get me wrong. Okay, keep damage boosting here. Bastion is still in his turret form. If you keep a damage boost onto him, he will absolutely wreck through these people, right? Damage boosted Bastion is insane. So you essentially can use your Valk, play probably like back here-ish. So obviously you're blocking LS of that cast and stuff. Play back here, damage boost your Bastion. Play around here, and then obviously you can like, you know, go and help like your Life Weaver or like your Doomfist and stuff like that when he'll like dive in a sec. But yeah, man got the best of me. You just have to remember, like, you know, like we need to think of the bigger picture here. And right now it would be actually helping your Bastion rather than going out with this block. You, whenever, like, with Mercy, you only want to get her Glock out if you know you're going to secure a kill, which is normally when, like, people, like, low HP, or, like, say there's, like, a Widow up here and you want to, like, surprise attack her, bam, 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 you know, that's, like, the only times where you really want to get your Glock out as Mercy. Other than that, you want to, what's it called? You want to, like, stay away from it. Damage boost that Bastion a little bit sooner. Same thing, right, damage boost this what's it called? This Doomfist in, damage boost it in so they can come back out, but then still stay with your Bastion here because this is your safety. It's the same thing again where it's like you're going in aggressively here when you don't need to. Just stay back here. You don't need to be going in again. You see how our Bastion's died now because we're too busy trying to get the block out and everything? Because look, our whole team is like completely fallen because we've gone in aggressive and we've gone in with this block, and we've not, what's it called? We have not got any value with this. Like all we're doing is we're hitting like the one odd bullet onto people. It is so much more effective as Mercy if we're what's it called? If we're being like with our team. Let me quickly rewind it because I feel as though it was even before this it went south, I'm gonna be honest. Let me look quickly. I'll rewind it even more, right? I will tell you is this. Actually, this is essentially like when what's it called? When it goes south. Because we end up obviously focusing onto the break, right? And I feel as though this is just you getting a little bit mad at your team. But honestly, it's because I feel as though you're just not enabling them. If you enabled your team now, they would absolutely get rolled over and bam, you pushed it in. But yeah, I feel as though this entire time we've been way too focused on trying to kill people rather than assisting our team. Which is what we should be doing as Mercy, right? We should be trying to assist our team. I feel as though this is the entire reason why this whole team fight goes south. So stay back with your Bastion here, which is obviously what I said before. We should stay back with Bastion so we can help him. Obviously we end up kind of trying to get the Life Weaver and then we back out. So like, oh my goodness, we stop panicking. Go back out. Obviously super jumps will get blocked, which is completely fine. We need to get back to helping someone, and yeah. Can you see how like we've spent this entire time doing pretty much nothing to help our team? We're literally just like walking around with a pistol trying to get people, right? Literally, put that Glock away. I do not want you to touch that Glock either, okay? So don't stop pressing that crouch button and put away that pistol. They're my two main key tips for you to start here, okay? Definitely what's it called? Just leave them alone. You do not need to touch them whatsoever. Like you don't need to touch that pistol. You don't need to like touch that crouch button. Just stop yourself. Because do not get me wrong, like you 100% know your Mercy movement. Like you know how to play with Mercy, definitely. So it's like what's it called? It's not like it. Unironically, right? I know you said you needed help with your movement. Your movement is actually probably one of the best things in here, right? It's your positioning to start off with, and obviously the block usage and stuff like that. Okay, so. Obviously, you end up helping Junkrat, which is completely fine. You cannot do anything for that Doom. Can I just say that's not on you. Obviously, we're going aggressive with Junkrat. Same thing again with the reses. Like, we want to obviously, you know, don't tunnel vision on them reses because now we're in a really bad spot again. I like how you know where your escape route is though, which is like good. Do not get me wrong. But yeah, I think definitely just once again, don't be getting out. Like, don't be going for these like reses and stuff like that. These risky reses when you don't need to. We'll keep going. Obviously, I end up pushing it a little bit further, which is unfortunate. Nice using your Life Weaver though. Like, really nice slingshot. Stand here and damage boost. this tree is like, since they buffed it and stuff like that, so it gives all the extra shields and stuff, is completely fine. So what I would do here is get your blue beam onto this bastion, who's going to rip through these guys, right? And you can rotate up to this little high ground here. A lot of people don't realize this exists, by the way. This is like my little favorite spot on Colosseo, right? There's like a little, obviously you can J up to here, like from this part, and you can also like stand up here. It's a perfect little like little high ground for you, and you could just like stand up on here and just blue beam your bastion and just play up here basically. But can you see how like we're currently like with our life weaver that's doing nothing with the fight with these guys? We need to be up in there like a little bit more with our blue beam on that bastion. Nice, we can res here. We can res. We can res. We've had all the opportunities where it's like, oh, that's not for resin, that's not for resin. We could have resed here, right? Or you have to realize, okay, it's only the Orisa left. We have my what's it called? My Doomfist is still really, really healthy, and we still have my Life Weaver up, right? You can go in and res here. Okay? Nice heals though. Damage boost Junkrat though when he's above half HP. The same thing again with these like mini like super jump spams. Maybe just like play in this room a little bit more so you can like play your cover. And yeah, it's another bad Valk because we end up kind of popping it when everyone's like been rounded up and died, right? We essentially just what's called we want to just help clear people up now. And then we could have saved our Valk for this next team fight, okay? Damage boost obviously in, that we talked about. Please help the Bastion here. Yeah, it feels like we just completely, for this like last team fight, we kind of like ignored our Bastion. Bastion, right, is our main living target in this in this scenario, right? Because obviously Doom's gonna go in and do his own thing. Bastion's good to kind of damage boost here and there, right? But in the whole big grand scheme of things, Bastion is going to be the best one to damage boost here. So I would actually just be looking to try and like make sure where he is at all times. He's also a really good anchor point because he's very stationary how Bastion plays. So as long as you kind of like know the general scenario, like general place of where he is and stuff like that, you can definitely like know where he is and everything. So I would literally at this point just play back here because people can push the point for you. It's not really your job right now because you have your whole team. Let them push it for you and you play back with your Bastion. I'll play kind of like out of here, right? So I play here, I play here. Okay, Orisa's pushing in. I will GA around. And I can just GA myself around to here. I held my Bastion, and then we would be able to get Orisa down here, okay? And we do have to obviously get him javelin, and it feels like this is probably gonna maybe be a loss.
We're almost there. Take the lead.
It's their last chance. Let's double
Doom comes in, obviously to stall it again, but it feels like he's gonna die really soon. And yeah, just an unfortunate loss, right? But okay. Okay, let's talk about it. So, it is not your, what's it called? It is not your positioning. Sorry, it's not your movement that you're struggling with, okay? You know how to move as Mercy, you know how to use her kit, and that's really, really great to see, okay? That's your strong point, okay? I love that. Your reses, okay? Even though we're doing it at the wrong times, we're a bit tunnel vision into them. We know our escape routes from the reses, though, which is really, really great. Keep doing that. That's really, really good that you know how to escape from the reses and stuff. Really lovely, okay? Valks, I can't really talk too much about Valks because a lot of them were like a bit mismatched of where they were and stuff like that. But I think definitely just look to see whether your team desperately need the Valk or whether you can like, you know, help from like a different area and stuff before you pop that Valk. So yeah, I think main thing is actually your positioning. Your movement is completely fine, but it's actually your positioning that's letting you down. Be sure to be using those natural covers as much as possible and just like play that cover. So because the cover is always going to be there, it's always going to be nice and protecting for you. So use that more rather than you obviously doing the super jump spamming. So do not press that crouch button whatsoever. Like, you know, leave it. And then, so obviously there's that. And then the second thing is obviously the pistol. You will get actually, like, a lot of people say like in bronze and silver, oh my god, I get like no value in my blue beam as Mercy. There are still lots of times where you can still get your, you know, your value as Mercy with the blue beam. 100%. Like, you will still get value. Of course, it's not going to be as much value as, say, like playing in a GM lobby, but like GM DPS and stuff like that, 100%. But you're still going to get a lot of value, okay? So main things to take away are to, make sure our positioning is like better than what it has been, and don't use that crouch at all. Like, stop pressing it. And last thing is obviously the pistol. But yeah, thank you so much, DV, obviously, for the VOD. It was really lovely. Once again, thank you so much to everyone on Twitch as well as on YouTube that have been watching this. Once again, you guys can get your own VOD views. Leave for 5,000 channel points. I do the VOD Twitch on Mondays, but I also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Bye!